Okay, so we can finally get out of here and head back to our trapper friend, and we're gonna leave this big supply cache just in case we have a rainy day. We're incredibly overweight, but I'm gonna take more fuel with me anyway. Otherwise, we're more than likely gonna freeze on the way back. I completely missed this fridge. Raiding this. And we're on our way again. So yeah, we spent about 4 days here waiting for the Aurora Borealis to come along to power everything up, but then it turns out that we didn't actually need to wait here at all. We could have just lit the forge and made the bear spear pretty much from day one. And this is all because our trapper friend, who basically looks like a bear anyway, has been having a decades-long feud with some kind of spirit bear who's been haunting this island for hundreds of years at this point from the story he told us. Now we just have to walk 1,000,000 miles back to our trapper friend's cabin, and I'm tempted to see how this spear holds up against the wolves, but I'm also not tempted because I'd rather avoid them altogether. I'm gonna put that away and take out my rifle, which only has 8% condition left, meaning that it jams on every second shot and is probably gonna break within the next 10 before I run out of bullets. That warehouse we were in was also used by some kind of environmentalist, terrorist and or freedom fighter group, depending on your point of view, and I get the impression he's a lot more connected with them than he's letting on, because he said he could help us with his radio, and I don't know exactly who he's going to contact with, and he was being very shy about telling us who he's going to contact. Even though most of them are dead, they froze to death back there. We found a note that said some of them were going to be going towards the coast, which is where we want to go, because our friend, who's the one who caused us to be trapped miserably in Canada due to a plane crash, is also on the way there to some town to either save them or try to kill them all. I can't remember. It feels like the plane crash was a long time ago now, and the Canadian government has just been sending death squads of wolves and their special agent bear to try and take us out. On top of it already being cold as fuck, and everything around here being destroyed from earthquakes, and a complete and utter lack of electricity because of the Aurora Borealis, we're still managing to survive somehow. Okay, almost out of this map. They made getting around all of this from the other direction very difficult, and now we can just walk over everything on the way back, it seems. Unless there's a big drop here. This might take a little wandering around, and I'm very over encumbered. Every time I go off anything more than a foot drop, there's a fairly solid chance of me breaking an ankle. Even if I'm walking on ground that isn't perfectly flat, then there's a pretty good chance of me spraining something. I'm actually suspicious about the lack of bears and wolves that we've encountered so far, just because there were so many getting here. We got attacked going onto the lake, we got attacked on the lake, we got attacked in the scrapyard by the souped up Aurora Borealis wolves who didn't seem to want to die no matter how many times I shot them. Now it's just too quiet. Things are going too well. Okay, we've made it to relative safety now. We're not freezing to death. We're not bleeding out. We don't have any kind of infection. Today is actually a very good day so far. No, I spoke too soon. They were waiting for us. I think he's onto us. He's howling. Okay, he just ran that way, so I'm gonna go this way onto the very fragile ice, which we've been lucky enough to only fall through one time so far. Okay, it seems like he's just run away, but it always seems like that until they come charging back. I'm gonna climb up this so I can try check my map. Is a radio tower that we haven't visited, and some supply cache. I haven't been to any of these around here. Kind of like the idea of going around the outside of the lake this time, because going straight through there's zero shelter, and it kind of avoids the whole falling through the ice and freezing to death problem. Okay, we're back on solid land. Gonna check this out real quick. These hunters' blinds always have something good. Candy bar, some beans, painkillers. We can never get enough painkillers. Oh, and some bullets. They threw tons and tons of painkillers at us in the first town because they knew things were going to get rough, and supplies have dried up ever since.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Kind of looks like a usable cave over there, right? Or is it just a cliff face? It's just a cliff face. No, that's a cave. Okay. No, they baited us with that. It's in one side and out the other. We need to find somewhere we can kind of warm up. See your limb. I don't need the fuel that badly. The reason we're so slow at the moment is because we have a bunch of fuel we should be able to use for fire. Is this gonna like trap me somewhere? if I keep going this direction. The map is very difficult to read in this game. So I'm just gonna go for it and see where we end up. I feel like we want to stay high to get to the radio tower. It's the same idea as with the dam. We can't... Oh, fuck. Oh, I just sprained my wrist from walking up a hill. The ankle would make sense. The wrist, not so much. Already using up the painkillers we found. I'm not going to sprint here because that's guaranteed to break something. I can see the radio tower. I'm very glad we're not stranded in the middle of that right now. I'm pretty surprised that the weather is being so good to us too. I don't think this is the way to the radio tower, but I want to check this out anyway because there's a cool waterfall up there. And I feel like there's probably some good loot around here. Okay, no, there's radio tower. We're going the right way actually. We're getting a little bit exhausted from all the running, a little bit cold, but that's fine. I've been here before and it's worked out okay. Okay, besides looking cool, I don't think there actually is anything here. Nope. This slight detour off the path we should have been traveling has probably killed us. Let's get back to where we actually want to be. Just don't keep dropping things. I don't know why the down button just drops things. This just smells like wolf territory to me. There's a single deer, but not much else. Some old man's beard, which I still need to figure out how to prepare. Somebody very helpfully suggested that I try do it in the crafting menu, which makes a lot of sense. We will do that when we get inside somewhere. Oh, that deer scared the shit out of me. It's just running away from us, not towards us.
So cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
Okay, so there's no shelter at the radio tower. So I'm gonna try find anything and just start a fire somewhere.
What have we here?
This is a pretty good supply bin, though. Stump remover can craft gunpowder. That's new. We start a fire here and break down these crates next to the fire, so we basically have infinite fuel. Oh, that actually worked first time. I've been lighting so many fires that just go out before they even have a chance to get going. Breaking down the crates. Oh, we're warming up nicely, yeah. 5 hours left on the fire. Maybe I'll put down my sleeping bag while I'm here too. The sun is just about to go down.
I could use this.
Damn, there's some very good supplies up here. We just got a MRE too. Okay, break down the last crate. And then I think we should have enough fuel to get us through the fire, actually. Get us through the night, I mean. It's gonna go for 11 hours, yeah. It looks like we're sleeping out in the open in probably one of the most exposed places I've ever slept. I'm gonna sleep an hour just to test this. Okay, and we're not freezing to death. Good. Let's go for 10. Wake up dead.
Dusk. Night can't be far behind.
Oh, just wake up dehydrated. That is a big improvement over what I was expecting.
I could eat anything right now.
Okay, I think the sun is coming up now. 9 minutes left on the fire. The sun isn't coming up for a little while, but it's not that dark either, so we're gonna continue on our way. Oh, but it is storming now, and we're getting colder much faster. We're about halfway to the exit. I think we can make it. Once we get through here, we're basically right next to our trapper friend's cabin. Oh, this seems like a very steep hill. Zigzag down. Fuck. Keep zigzagging, and that's a wolf in front of us, but we're gonna ignore that. That's 2 wolves in front of us, actually. Definitely not going that way. And now I'm running down the hill, because they actually seem to be getting closer to us. Oh no, we're on the ice. Wolves behind us and ice in front of us. It's not looking so good for us. Oh, it's just so windy right now. Okay, I think we've lost them. Let me just fix my sprained wrist again. Okay, it is very much still the middle of the night, but it is so bright. Besides being colder, there's no real issue.
Can't feel my feet.
I specifically left the train carriage in the middle of the lake full of fuel to use on the way back, and that just never happened. So orchestrating all of that was now a waste of time, I think. Yep, I am now at risk of hypothermia. Let's just see about starting a quick fire. Insufficient materials to start a fire. We need tinder. Pretty sure you can harvest these. Oh, it's getting hard to see. No, these are cattails. We can't harvest those. Things were great until this very instant. Now it looks like we're probably gonna freeze to death because our health is going down too. Okay, we've made it around the lake at least. What if the sun just never comes up again? Okay, the exit is in sight. From there, I'm sure our good buddy will have the soup on waiting for us by the time we get back. Oh, fuck no, it's a cutscene. Oh god, he's back! He has the high ground as well! Don't just stand there and look at him.
Not feeling so cocky now, huh?
Don't antagonize the bear!
And all it took was for me to go full-on Grizzly Adams. I'd better get out of here before he comes back.
Oh, thank god. If he comes back, he's still here. Okay, maybe he doesn't want to mess with us because we do have the spear. He recognizes it from the last time he got his ass kicked with it. Okay, the weather seems to be a bit better. Oh god, that's a wolf. Okay, just get him off. I can't aim at anything right now because I'm so cold, I'm shivering. At least shooting scares them off. The cabin is just around the corner, and it doesn't seem like we're getting colder. It just seems like we are cold. So many more flare shells than hunting rifle shells. Okay, so we're on the right track because I've definitely been here before. Huge pile of resources, a bunch of wood, the flares that I was missing when I needed them most, guts, and more flares. Okay, I'm gonna try and take as much of this with me as I can.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
And it's probably a terrible idea. I'm gonna leave some of the rotting wolf meat maybe. Rancid wolf meat, 5% condition. That can go. I'm carrying so much stuff that I'm getting hungry faster too. This game has everything. I like to imagine now that I'm playing as Camping with Steve because I just watched a Camping with Steve video where he was living in a tent in a tree. And that's just end game, the long dark shit. You just can't be reached by the bears or the wolves. Oh, we're going the wrong way. We would be at the house by now if we weren't going the wrong way. Probably be getting warmed by a fire already too. Anytime my stomach growls in the game, I just assume it's a wolf and have to look around very, very suddenly and panicked. This is a bit of a steep hill. I'm sure we won't sprain another wrist 3 times in one day. That'd be outrageous. Oh, there we go. Oh, it was the ankle that time. That's fine. That's way better. I'm gonna run out of bandages now too. Oh, the sun is almost up. I just don't even bother with the rabbits anymore. They're too small and too hard to get. The only time I've been able to get them is shooting them with the hunting rifle, but then you're better off saving your rounds because there's really nothing on them. Okay, we need to get there soon because we are actually almost at half health. Oh, but I can see it. Okay, good. I'm preemptively taking out my bear spear just in case of a surprise attack. Yeah, this is very open ground.
Looks like I survived another night.
Okay, don't want to jinx it, but I think we're safe. Although the first time we met our trapper friend, it was when he was being attacked by the bear about 30 feet away from this very cabin. Oh, thank God. That was an exceptionally long trip.
Did you find it? Legend might be bunk. The spear is real. Maybe the legend is also...
The legend is the bear can't be shot to death.
Yeah, bear is definitely tracked. You have any luck with the radio?
I did. Did you see the lights in the night sky? The aurora. That flare.
We saw it several times because I mistakenly waited for it again and again.
Noise, but it was all gibberish. Bits and pieces of things. Music, talking. I think it needs more range. A more powerful signal. If we could find a way to boost the signal strength when the aurora's act, I might be able to get a message out.
Let me guess.
I'm guessing we need to go to the radio tower that we were just at with his radio.
You're starting to get it, Mackenzie. I was digging through some old geological survey maps.
Like military insignia.
Focus, Mackenzie.
He's definitely hiding from the government out here.
The survey shows a series of radio transponder towers that cross back and forth across Great Bear.
Would those be there?
Okay, yeah, we need to go back to the tower.
We can use the...
How?
Each tower has some electronics that'd serve like a signal booster to make sure the message gets to the next relay.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to go to a few of them, maybe.
Get me 2, maybe 3 of those. Might just be able to rig us up our own signal booster.
You might. And I guess I need to do this while old Bear decides if I'm going to become the next chapter in his legend.
Don't be silly. Spence's bear would be long gone by now. That was 150 years ago.
That would be crazy. He definitely doesn't have
Maybe
arrows that
he
look
has
like they were from 1850 sticking out of his
genetic
back.
memory.
Ridiculous idea. There's definitely a bear out there. He's definitely interested.
He's only interested in us because
Says
we're
the guy
carrying
safely
dozens
inside the
of
wooden
kilos
cabin.
of raw meat with us
Damn it.
everywhere we go. If we dropped that, we'd probably be
You think I
fine.
want to be in- I need to get a message out, and this might be the only way.
What message? What does this have to do with me contacting my friend?
There's more at stake than you and your friend.
He's definitely working with the eco-terrorists. I mean, freedom fighters.
Please, Mackenzie, get me those boosters. I'll fix the radio, and the first call we'll make will be to Perseverance Mills. Promise.
Okay, I'm on. I'll be back with the transponder.
Watch your back.
What do I have to worry about? I have a legendary 150-year-old demon bear hungry for my blood. Bullets don't stop him, but I'm armed with basically a medieval weapon, which I'm sure will do the trick. I'm stuck in this winter wasteland where lights in the sky make the power flicker and electronics explode, and the only people I seem to meet are all slightly crazy. And this is all after I crashed my plane deep in the wilderness and somehow lost my ex-wife along the way. Really can't find her back.
I like how he almost word for word gave the same recap that I did at the start of this.
Let's get on.
Seems like I was paying attention properly. Okay, we're by a fire. I'm gonna steal this cooking pot because I got rid of my other one and I've regretted it ever since. Can boil like 2 liters at a time instead of having to wait over and over for
Gear's
the
starting to slow me
500
down.
mils to boil. Did I leave? Yes, I did leave stuff here. Stick. sticks. A lot of sticks, some wood, some cloth. Yeah, our deer hides are cured. Okay. Yeah, we've been gone for a while, so all of this stuff is ready. 53 kilos of stuff. Cured deer hides. I think we actually might be able to make something with those. Deerskin boots. We're missing 1 cured guts for boots and pants. He doesn't happen to have any cured guts lying around that he doesn't need. Oh, we're so slow. I'm wondering if I could have just taken the parts from that first radio tower, since we were already there, now that I think about it. Okay, I'm gonna stash a bunch of stuff here. So much coffee. Keep the MREs, yeah. Beef jerky should be fine. Hang on to the tin of dog food, you never know. Oh, I think I just accidentally transferred all my food into his storage bin. Yeah, it's a good thing. I noticed that before we left. Okay, energy bars, chocolate bars. Don't think we need the hacksaw. The hacksaw is only good for getting metal. Don't think we need much of at the moment. Oh, the hunting rifle is even more broken. I'll leave some of these sewing kits. Refuel my lantern and leave the fuel canister here. That's full already. Okay. That weighs an awful lot. These shell casings. I'll keep the pistol ammo just in case we find a pistol. I have no idea how we're so heavy still. Ah, all the cured hides. Fresh guts. We need to cure these still. Gotten rid of food, gotten rid of fuel, gotten rid of equipment, and we're still overweight.
My fingers feel numb.
Don't have any extra clothes I can get rid of. Why is this so hard? Okay, hang on. Going back in to drop those pelts and guts off. Use his crafting table, and then maybe we can get moving again. I'm sure he doesn't mind that we just leave wolf guts and skin all over his floor. Okay, no, it's not giving me the option to craft the rose hips or the old man's beard. Ah, okay, it's in our crafting menu, but not the crafting table one. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, but finally we can actually make prepared rose hips. You would never know that I've been playing this game for only about 20 hours or so at this point, but I'm glad that I've been picking up all this stuff along the way. We ran out of bandages too. Running awfully low on medical supplies. Okay, how's our weight looking? We're still a little overweight. We could drop some sticks. If I eat and drink, we should be good to go. Yeah, the food doesn't add any extra weight when it's in your stomach. Yet, I'm sure the developers have all kinds of awful ideas for the next chapter. Okay, yes. This is the first time we've been not overweight in days. Can I sleep here? It's only the one bed. After everything we've done for him, we still have to sleep on the floor. You know, it doesn't even look like we can sleep on the floor because this won't go in anywhere after everything we've done for you. Okay, is there any radio towers on this map? No, but there is supply caches in the fire tower. Okay, I think I'll make my way up that way. This cliff has gotten me after I've walked out of his house so many times. Okay, we're going straight up. I'm not even bothering with the train tracks this time. Why can I still not have a full sprint meter if I'm underweight? Birch bark. That is important for something, and I can't remember what it's important for. This area even seems a lot easier to survive in than most of the other ones we've been through, which means the further we go in this game, the harder it's gonna get, and it's already been very, very hard. Normally at this point I'd already have hypothermia, and most of our ass would have been eaten by wolves. Still can't believe he won't let us stay at his house. We're his only friend, and this is how he repays us. Oh, that's new. Or is it? Yeah, I'm guessing by the empty backpack. We've been here before. We've got a very good shot from this little cabin specifically made for shooting. Fuck, I broke my hunting rifle. And the deer is getting away. Ruined. We could carry that around with us and hope we find a weapons repair kit, but I don't think we're gonna find one anytime soon. It's just a lot of dead weight now. It's the distress pistol and the spear from now on. Maybe one of these Forest Talker supply caches will have something we can use to fix it. Is this a shelter we can actually use? Oh, it has a door. Oh, and we can go inside. And there's beds. Don't know why I keep taking things when I don't need them. We need tinder. That was our issue with lighting fires, and I forgot to get any. Take some cloth as well. Down vest. How good is that in comparison to everything we've already got? Okay, not very good at all. Not even worth getting the cloth from it. Wait, oh, I dropped the wrong one.
I might have to drop some gear.
Okay, so there's nothing here, but it's nice to know that there's a bed nearby. Yeah, on top of the Aurora Borealis, making the wolves and bears act very strange. My cat has been acting very strange these days as well. These supply caches are a lot farther away than I thought they were originally. It's so nice being able to run down hills now that we're not overweight. Not a broken ankle in sight. Okay, we're right next to one. That's so jarring seeing a billboard out here. I think it's been weeks since I've seen an advertisement. Cache next to this. There's not even... Oh fuck, I just heard wolves. Hiding behind the tree stumps. This might be a bit more difficult to deal with now that we don't have a... Oh no, they run away just the same from the flare gun. Now that we don't have a rifle to shoot them off with. Okay, no supply cache. We walked right by it somehow. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just keep an eye out for a wolf friend. They're so small. They're so easy to miss.
I've been looking for you. Hope I can
Soup,
still eat this.
soup, an energy bar, some fuel, antiseptic. That's really good. Or would be really good earlier on before we figured out how to craft the natural antiseptic. So I'll eat. It's overweight again because of the damn soup.
Too much stuff to carry.
I did not realize you could just make a tinder from sticks. Oh, he's back. Oh, and I forgot to reload my flare gun. Okay, we're just gonna get out of here. Going this way. Okay, he's cool. He's not bothered with us. He's one of the good ones. Gonna follow this road. That'll get us where we want to go. I can't believe I went 20 minutes out of my way for a couple of cans of soup. I was expecting something a bit more useful. The notes really make these supply caches out to be a bit more of a big deal. Any one of those tree stumps could actually be a wolf. It's so hard to tell from a distance. Okay, we're nearby. And almost went by it. Can't get up this slight slope. Oh, I'm overweight again, so I gotta be careful here. Just eat the soup. Oh, we're already pretty full though. They're just walking around with an open can of soup in our pocket. God damn it. This is all the soup's fault. Can't use that until we make it into tea. Okay, we should be right on top of this one. Or it's underneath us. I think it's underneath, yeah. Slightly behind. This is a hard one to find. Anytime I walk down the rocks, it just stops me from walking back. Oh, is it on top of this big rock somewhere? Okay, I think it's right underneath me. I can see it, but I'm gonna have to go around. Slow and steady.
Hurts.
How did I tear my clothes? What tore? Everything is still in good condition. Okay, here we go. This one looks a bit more promising. It's bigger than the last one.
Found it.
Oh, yes, this is exactly what I've needed for so long now. That is also very good. I might actually even use these. Okay. They're not so good, apparently. Oh, no, I'll get rid of those. Firearms cleaning kit. Do I need, like, a workbench or something to use there? Actions. Unload. Harvest. Crafting. It's great not having the firearms cleaning kit, but now I have no idea how to use it. But I guess we will be figuring out how to use that in the next one. And it doesn't even seem like we're too stranded out here, actually, because there's a couple of shelters. So that actually turned out to be worth it. We'll continue this in the next one. Until then, have a good one. Bye-bye.